Hail all Hawks! This is Littleton Hockey. We are here at the famous World Ice Arena in Colorado Springs for our 14UB Littleton Hawks. We'll take on the challenge once again of the Colorado Springs Tigers Black. Cozy quarters here. We might have meant to play in a warm-up skate. Let's check out our skaters. 4 is Nolan Campbell. 5, Benny Stanton. 7, Gable Colton. 8, Camden Alexander. 9, Sawyer Crawford. 10, Mason Girard. 11, Eli Gates. 12, Rocco Eimer. 15, Lucas Stewart. 16, Eric Shanahan. 17, Charlie Fisher. 18, Aiden Brown. 19, Cash Collier. Number 20, Rylan Ray will not be with us today, but we'll be thinking of you, Rylan. Hope things are okay. 21, Max Fox. 1, goalie, J.D. LaPierre. And I believe in net, I'm not sure, but probably 35, Corbin Pacheco. We'll see what the coaches say about that. Winding down warm-up skate. Pucks will be gathered. Team will huddle. And we'll be playing hockey. Oh, we have 3 officials today. Better mind your manners, moons. So right now for the team, the elephant in the room is scoring a goal. Hawks haven't scored a goal in 9 periods. We've had outstanding goalie play from both JD and Corbin in that span. But the boys have had 2 pretty intense practices this week in a dry land, so let's see what we can make of that. Take a look at our area here. This kind of looks like rink 3 down at the South Suburban rink. And out on the ice, number 5, Benny Stanton. He'll be centering with left winger Cash Collier, right winger Camden Alexander. The puck is down, pop back to the defensive zone for Springs. Cash keeps it in, passes over to Cam. Cam takes a shot. Far face-off circle, just goes inside. Crawford, number 9, he's on a defensive point. This will be an icing call and a stoppage of play at 13:38 to play in the first period. Defensive pairing is Sawyer and Max, 9 and 21. Then he's down for the face-off, near face-off circle. Then he pops it back to Max. He tries to put it towards the net, picked off by, whoop, kind of zoomed a little bit. I may get right out of that. Shot and a save by number 35, the goalie, who was standing on his head when we played them in Aspen. Hockey term. I was talking to who I didn't know, his parents after the game, and they were in awe. Going, that's the best game he's ever played. Now out on the ice, number 10, Girard. He centers it back to our defensive point. Centered again. Springs clears the zone. We pick it up in the neutral ice. Puck bounces out to half board. Shot on net. Blocked. Make that by Mason. Campbell and Brown back defensively. Springs picks it up. We're going up far boards. They make it through the neutral zone. Campbell chases down into the corner. Makes contact. Springs comes up with it. Shot saved by J.D. LaPierre at 12:40 to play. Out on the ice. Centering will be number 12, Rocco Eimer. He's winged by Aaron Shanahan, number 16. Charlie Fisher, number 17, out on defense. Hawks win the faceoff. Rocco pushes it back to the corner. Springs picks it up on the point. Now it's back behind the net. Picked up by Charlie. 17 passes forward to 16. 16 skates it into neutral ice. Still has it. Passes it off to Rocco. Rocco sends one down. It's behind the net and in the near corner. Littleton sends it back to the far corner. Picked up by the Tigers. Shanahan sends it to the near corner. Now up to the left defensive point. Charlie sends it down to Eli Gates. Puck off his stick. Now the puck down behind the goal line. Now up to the half boards. Picked up by our defenseman. And a shot on goal and saved by Tigers goalie. That shot was from Max. Lovely day here. Doesn't feel like pumpkin spice weather at all. Here's Benny. Puck gets pushed back to Sawyer Crawford. Shot on goal, shot again, just off the net and saved on a sprawl by the Springs goalie. Good job so far by the Hawks, putting some action around the crease, down in the net. That shot came from Sawyer Crawford. And a rebound, I didn't check who got that. There's Benny. Littleton ends up picking up the face-off. Cash tries to get it down. Now it's in this high slot. Shot by Cam. Saved by the Springs goalie. Puck bounces over, just over the stick of Benny. He resets up to Nolan Campbell. Nolan sends it back down to low. And Springs tries to pick it up. Nolan Campbell's there to save it. Now here comes the Springs in the neutral zone. Sawyer hustles over and keeps it on our side. Puck slides down behind the goal line in the corner. Now to the near corner and the half boards. Nolan surrounded by Tigers. Somebody's open. That was Cam. Puck off the boards onto a Tiger stick. The icing here would have been a nice time for a forecheck as Springs was just kind of standing there looking at the puck. But we'll have a face-off here at 10:45 to play. In this first period, Mason Girard. Number 10, winged by Lucas Stewart. Kind of a utility player. He's been playing defense and left wing. Gable over on the right wing, number 7. Face-off goes over to Lucas. He puts one down towards the net, just a little bit wide, picked up by the Tigers. Tigers looking to clear. They do. They make neutral zone. They chuck it down behind the net. Brown. Shot, save again. It's off the side of the net. Springs has it behind the goal line, behind the net, now to the far corner. Nice job by Gable, putting a little pressure on that. He comes up with the puck. Needs some skaters to help. He passes it over. Nice mid-ice pass to Lucas. We got to hold up now. Lucas is down on past the goal, blue line. Mason keeps it in. He's going to have a chance. Puck just goes off his stick and it slides into the easy grasp of the Tigers goalie. Rocco Emar, we have changes here. Rocco's centering with Aaron Shanahan on his left wing. Eli Gates over on the right. Puck is down, kicked back to the goal line, picked up by the Tigers. Tigers clear the zone. Coming down, shot. No, I'm sorry, now a shot off the post. Nice centering pass. It's the post, here comes Max. You know what's going to happen now. He hits the brakes, slides back, tries to center it, gets picked up by the Tigers. Puck gets sent down deep, picked up by Max behind the goal line. He sends it from the corner up to the left defensive point for the Tigers. Tigers have it at half boards. Tigers shoot it down to the near corner now to the far corner, battle for control behind the net. Puck is forwarded to the neutral zone. Here's Aaron Shanahan. Shot right off the Tigers' midsection. This should be icing. It is. We'll have to stop the play. One thing I've noticed again, Aaron Shanahan skating the last couple of weeks, really coming along. He's really handling the blades well. Benny, Cash, and Cam out now on our forward line. Nolan and Charlie back on the blue line. Far face-off circle. Puck's down. Picked up quickly by the Tigers. But Benny, he steals it back now. Tigers try to clear. Nolan keeps it up. His shot ricochets off a shin guard. Now it bounces all the way down in Tigers' offensive end. Hustle play by Charlie Fisher to keep it. That threat at bay. Charlie passes it forward up to Cam. Loose puck down behind the goal line. Picked up by the Tigers. Tigers try to clear. Kept into the right defensive point. Puck bouncing. Hawks looking to control it. Now on the near boards. Cam chucks it down to the corner. Centering pass, shot just off the goalie's pad. That was a great shot there by Katz. Great reactions. Be another icing call on the Tigers. We'll have a face-off on the far zone, or in the far circle, in our offensive end, 7:45, 0-0, first period. Like the way the Hawks approached the first period. Been a bit of a problem in a few games lately, but they've come to skate today. Mason, Gable, and Lucas, forwards here. Sawyer and Aiden. Aiden, he picks up the puck just off his stick. Now comes the Tigers. Crossing pass picked off by the Hawks, but a shot on net. Another shot. Scramble in front of the net. JD had two quick saves there. Here come the Hawks the other way. This is Benny. No, that was Sawyer. 9-5, you know how it goes. Out in the mid-slot between the circles. Mason tried to get one down to the net. Just goes a little wide. Now the Tigers pick it up. It'll be icing again. They're just chucking it down with 6:59 to go in this first period. Really like the game the Hawks have brought so far today. You can keep it up for 3. Good line changes, too. We've been, every icing call, we've been getting fresh skates out on the ice. There's Rocco, number 12. He centers with Aaron and Eli. Max and Nolan on the blue line. Puck is down. Scrum forward on the half boards. Springs tries to clear. They do, but picked up by Nolan Campbell. He tries to get it through a few players, and it bounces into the Springs bench. So we'll stop and have a near or a far dot on the neutral zone. Right where that. I know there's an official term for the thing that holds the glass on, but there it is. Face-off comes near. Picked up by Nolan. Nolan gets pressed. He puts it down to Rocco. Now Rocco loses the puck over the Springs. Springs coming down. Hustle play by Max to pick it up. He's going to skate it down to the goal line. Hits the brakes, pops it back up, but on a Spring stick. Spring will look to try to center. They do not. Max puts on pressure. Crossing pass picked off by the Springs near the blue line. Puck off the boards. Now we have it. Aaron Shanahan. Aaron, he brings across the line. Loose puck picked up by the Hawks. Shot on goal by Rocco. Pad saves for the Springs. Puck sliding down. This won't make icing. Nolan gets back right in front of the crease to pick it up. Passes it forward to Aaron. Springs gets him on a nice check. Sends the puck back down into our defensive zone. Hawks have it in their zone. Puck is clear in the neutral zone. Eli Gates pressing the action here in the neutral zone. He follows the puck. You and Eli, quite my vote for the Selkie Trophy if they had one. Best defensive forward. Puck bounces, it's loose. Springs has the defender back. Nice check there by the Springs. Puck loose down onto the near face-off circle. Centered. Shot. Loose puck. Picked off by the Springs. Hawks looking to reset in the neutral zone. Crossing pass over to Crawford. Crawford sends it down deep. Now behind the goal line. Dangerous pass by the Springs. Hawks pick it up for a moment. Now Sawyer keeps it in on the point. He dumps. Hawks looking to center. Cam has it. Centering. Picked up by the Springs. Good centering attempt. Another shot. Up and over the crossbar. High off the glass. Hawks remain in control. Centering pass. Just off the stick of Benny. On the slot. Another shot deflected high and into the netting. I'll give us a whistle at 4:03 to go in this first period. 0-0.
Let's go, Hawks!
Benny, Cash, and Cam stay on the ice. Defensively, Sawyer and Charlie. Cliff has something to say. I think he's seen some players playing with their mouth guard dangling, and he doesn't like it. Quick mention to the Littleton bench. Puck is down, stays in place. Puck just sat on the red dot for a moment. Now the Springs have it. They're trying to dump it out. Picked up on the half boards by Crawford. Crawford shoots it back down to the corner. Benny trying to get some stick on it. Harassed very well by the Tigers. Now Cam has it in the far corner. Cam takes a shot. It goes off the side of the net. Spinning puck picked up by Sawyer. He bounces one down behind the goal line, just off our stick. Springs trying to clear. Hawks keep it in the zone. Now it's on a Spring stick. The Tigers come through neutral ice. The Hawks do a nice job poking that away, slowing things down, and they pick it up. Action in the neutral zone. Another great check by Charlie. Charlie gets put into the boards. He's down for a second. He's shaking that off while the Hawks continue play. Springs cross the blue line, center. But picked up by Charlie. Charlie swings it back to the near corner. Springs has it near the half boards, off a loose puck again, picked up by the Hawks. That's Mason. Mason. His shot deflected off a defenseman. Hawks keep it in the zone. Mason has it again. Nice pass over to the far dot. Just up over the net for Lucas. Campbell presses, puts the puck down. Springs has it, passes it side to side. Now picked up on the half boards. Now the right defensive point. Put one down towards the net. See if we can get something in there. Gable swallowed up by a Giant. Puck rolls into the neutral ice. Now swung over here. Nolan Campbell. Lucas caught the Tigers on a line change. Oh, unfortunately couldn't handle the pass crisply. Had some open ice there, but on a line change. Tigers chipping the neutral ice, picked up by Campbell. Hawks stay on side. Campbell being pressed. Now Rocco tried to get a shot off. Stick got in the way. Deflected wide. Now behind the net. Lucas looking for the net, or for the puck. Puck slides back over to the far corner. Crossing pass just out of reach of Lucas. Now Campbell, he tries to get one to go across. Puck sliding down, goes to be icing if it makes it. No icing. Outlet pass to Eli. He crosses over to Shannon. Shannon puts one up from long range. It was on that pad save again by the Tigers goalie. He's a tough one to solve. Under a minute to play here at the World Ice Arena. Hawks keep it in the zone. Shot goes wide. Springs tries to clear. They do. Now the chase is on, and icing will be called against the Springs here. Just under 30 seconds play in this first period. Only game this weekend for the Hawks down here in the Springs, and back to practice on Monday. Rocco will be centering with Aaron and Eli. Sawyer Max on the blue line. Puck dropped. Centering attempt. Deflected off a Springs player from Shanahan. Kept in over on the far boards. Hawks try to keep it in. Now it's in the neutral zone. Crawford battling for control. Picked up by Rocco. Rocco crosses over. Puck slides into the neutral ice. Under a second to play. And that'll do it for the first period. Hawks have kept the ice pretty well tilted on their end. But we have a 0-0 score here after 14 minutes of play. We'll step aside for just a second. Well, the tablet took a little tumble there, but no harm, no foul. We'll play on. Benny, Cam, and Cash will be starting up the second period. Goalies are changing ends. Clock skating left to right. Back on the blue line, Nolan and Charlie. Official waiting for Tigers to get set. Here we go. Face-off gets pushed down into the offense again for the Tigers, but picked up by the Springs. They outlet deep down in the near corner. Shot to the net, and it just slides in. Shot came high left, made it through. It got tipped a little bit, changed the direction, just made it underneath to give Springs a 1-0 lead. So that's 10 scoreless periods for the Hawks. Same skaters for the Hawks. Goal came at 13:38 in the second period. Just keep up tempo, boys. We're fine. Tigers creeping in the offensive end. Centering pass, backhand shot, blocked by JD. Pass behind the net. Now crossing pass, another shot. Pad saved by JD. Great job there. That was a quick snapshot. JD up to that one. Tigers take the puck off the far boards. Now crossing over here to the neutral zone. And they have it on the near half boards. It always seems the other teams seem a little bit bigger, but that's the way it is in sports, don't it? Shot. High shot, tried to get the tip in, but it went off the mark. Tigers just keep it in, and now it's Hawks do clear. There's Nolan Campbell. He slides it over to Cam. Tigers back on defense. Can bring it down deep. Could not get across. He was pressured well by the Tigers defenseman. Puck slides into the neutral zone, picked up by number 18, Aiden Brown. Aiden brings it all the way over the near side, swings it back to Mason. Mason, nice pass over to Lucas. Puck behind our net, our goal. Springs clears, loose puck, races onto it. Go get it, Aiden. Aiden there just in time to push the puck carrier down. Not a bad shot. Another shot, another goal. 11:42, 2-0 Tigers. Second period. Well played by the Springs. Initial shot was saved, rebound. Centering pass nearly where the last goal went in. The first one. They have Rocco, Eli, and Aaron forwarding with Sawyer and Nolan in the background. Hawks just kicked off. That's the Iowa Hawkeyes. You don't want to know that. I'm going to tell you anyway. Nolan's down to our offensive end. Now it's in the neutral zone off the boards. Shanahan battling on the boards for the puck. Puck slides out. Rocco trying to find it. Now back to Nolan. Good check by the Springs on the boards. Crossing pass picked off by Crawford. Now over to Campbell. Puck on a Tigers stick, neutral zone. Now into the Tigers offensive end on the half boards. Rocco has it. Tries to flip it back to Crawford. Picked off by the Springs. Big action in the corner. Another crossing pass. Another nice effort by the Springs to center that puck. Now they have it again in the neutral zone. Aaron looking for an outlet pass. Aaron still has it. Slides it now near side to Eli. Eli's pass. Ricochets. Now Sawyer has it. He puts one on net. On net and blocked by the pad of the goalie. Puck will slide down all the way. This will not be ice and went off a couple players. Now it's in the corner. Springs looking to center. Backhand. Player picks it up off the corner, comes in and chips one in off the backhand, makes it 3-0 for the Tigers. 10:09 to go in this second period. Hawks have called timeout. We'll take a moment ourselves. Puck is down, and Springs has it in the neutral zone near the blue line. Springs slides it back. They're setting up shop here. Defensive point-to-point. Outlet pass picked up, and an offside will be called. Avalanche down 2-1 at the end of the first period in Boston. They won 5-1 last week on home ice against the Bruins. Here's Benny. Puck picked up by Cam off the face-off. He's coming up the near side on the right wing. He's got a look. He's got a shot. Just crosses the face of the goal. Long rebound picked up by the Hawks in the neutral zone. Springs gets control. They go back and forth into their defensive point. Cross ice pass for the Tigers. Max picks it below the goal line. Cam chips it across the ice, picked up by Colorado Springs. Good poke check there by Charlie to keep the Springs from having it. Icing is called. That puck was in our defensive end, and Sawyer popped it off the glass and it made it all the way down to the other end. 9:02, second period, 3-0 Tigers. Mason, Gable, and Lucas forwarding this. Tigers win the faceoff. They put one down. A shot gets blocked by the Hawks. Mason trying to bring it up the middle. Picked off by the Tigers. They try to get it on ice. They still have it in the slot. Bouncing puck picked up by Nolan. Tigers press. Shot attempt was deflected by the Hawks. Now the Tigers have it again. Close range. Shot blocked by JD. Backhand chip just off the side of the net. Now the puck is in the near corner. Tigers pick it up in the left point. Tigers take one on net off JD's glove. The puck is around the goal. No whistle. Puck is still loose. JD's trying to cover it. Puck is now loose behind the goal line out in the near corner. This will be icing against the Hawks as Lucas sends it down deep. We'll have a face-off stick side. Down 3-0 here. Just about the midway point of this game. 7:56 to go, second period. Rocco centers. Puck goes back on the spring stick behind the goal line. Bounces off the half boards onto Eli. Eli crossing past to streaking Rocco. Checked by Springs. Crossing pass up to Eli. Eli's trying to work a man over. Makes an inside move. Tries to get a shot off. Now Rocco, he tries to get one off. Puck kept getting deflected off Eli's stick, but he maintained enough control to slide it over to Rocco, who got a shot off. And the Springs goalie pounces on it. 7:26 to go in the second. Sawyer and Max back on the blue line. Faceoff comes onto a stick of the Tigers. We're trying to find control of it in the neutral zone. Now picked up on and dumped down into our offensive end. Crawford keeps it in. Centering pass. Intercepted and now brought forward. Crawford does a nice job with a shoulder check just to keep that skater from advancing to the slot. Centering pass from the corner, picked up by Max. Max slides it down. Looking for some control in the neutral zone, but Springs comes up with it in their offensive end. And Hawks just iced it. We'll come back over here for a face-off. Benny, Cash, and Cam will be forwarding here. Nolan and Charlie, defensemen. No control now. Finally, Springs picks up the face-off. Centering pass off of Nolan's skate. He kicks it over to the far half boards. Where Littleton had the time advantage in the offensive end in the first half, the first period. The Springs have reversed that pretty well here in the second period. All goals here in the second period. Puck down on the half boards. Now we have a penalty for roughing against Colorado Springs. First penalty of the game goes against Colorado Springs. 5:58. First power play for the Hawks. Rocco, Cam, and Benny. Rocco will be taking the face-off on the power play. So first power play unit out. Puck loose in the low slot. Cannot find it. Can't get a clean look. Shot, and it was a nice job getting it on net. Found its way between a pair of skates and right on net. Covered by the Springs goalie. .148 to go in the power play. Rocco, he takes a shot off the face-off. And a goal! The clock strikes midnight for number 12, a power play goal. We haven't seen one of those in a while. Nice to meet you, goal. Off the face-off, Rocco puts one in. 3-1 Tigers here. That'll take off the power play. 5-on-5, Mason, Gable, and Lucas Stewart out. Hawks pick up the face-off. Gable's trying to find it over on the far boards. He dumps it out forward to Mason. Mason, he fires one on net. Pad save. Almost had a rebound shot from Lucas. Lucas down in the corner. Lucas centers. Goes off a Springs defender. Springs trying to clear. Nolan keeps it in. Puck against the boards on the far side. Now Springs comes up with it in neutral zone. 2-on-1 for the Springs. Nice pass attempt. Just another centering. Nobody there, but a good effort by the Springs to catch that and center it. Puck gets dumped down. Now it's on Mason's stick. He's behind the goal line. He tries to find someone to pin it to, but it's on the shot by the Springs just in front of the blue line. Here comes Nolan. Offsides on the Springs. 4:36, second period, 3-1 Tigers.
Get some extra Tigers space! Don't wait!
We'll see what kind of juice that goal gave the Hawks.
Let's go, Hawks!
Rocco, Eli, and Aaron. Sawyer and Aiden. Well, after 10 scoreless periods, the Hawk got that, we'll say, off the schneid. Centering pass, nice job, just misfired by the Tigers. Hawks clear. Tigers pick it up in the neutral zone. They try to dump it. Picked up by Sawyer, he chooses to take the puck deep. From the corner, Springs centers. Shot goes well left. Battle for it behind the goal. Springs comes up with it. Tigers looking to center, blocked by Eli. Another shot. It's actually a crossing pass, goes high and off the mark. Puck down in the corner. Sawyer. He clears up to Aaron. Shanahan has it. He's coming up the ice. Loses control for a second, picked up by the Tigers. Tigers have the puck loose. Shot and goal. Off an offensive end turnover, Tigers picked it up. We had a one-on-one. He got leverage and popped one over the shoulder of JD. Makes it 4-1 Tigers, 3:19, second period. JD working it out a little bit. Benny, Cam, and Cash. Noel and Charlie. Springs looking to take this face off. Nice check by Benny, but the puck does make it into the offensive end for the Springs. Springs delivering another one. Springs look to go into the far face-off circle. Pass down to the low near side post where Springs had a forward who popped one in, make it 5-1 Tigers. Don't get down on yourself, Hawks. We need to play hockey here. Same skaters on the ice for the Hawks. Cam, he brings up off the face-off. He's got a shot. Shot save, shot save. Can't put one on net. It's pad save. Hawks try to put one off the rebound. It just went off the mark. Here comes the Tigers the other way. Tigers have it behind the goal. Kept in by the left defensive point. Still in. Tigers bring it down to the half boards. Cross ice pass picked up by the Hawks. Got a mouth guard loose on the ice. Tigers look to cross pass it, but picked off, and Cash tried to get a shot off. Slowed. Puck slides on the ice down, and Springs Tiger comes out of the crease to cover it. 2:22, 5-1 Tigers, second period. And Mason, Gable, and Lucas. Now on defense is Sawyer, Crawford, Max Fox. Mason put the faceoff down in the near corner, now fight for control. Springs looking clear. They do, but on Mac's stick. Max tried to dump it. And now Mason picks it up in our defensive zone. Puck just goes off his stick. Where's the puck? There it is. Sawyer dumps it. Picked up by Springs. Loose puck down on a Tiger stick. He comes down. Shot. Saved by JD. Puck's loose in the crease. We got a save. Couldn't tell what the goal. Initially, the referee was pointing at the net, which you don't like that, but he was pointing at the puck that it was in JD's glove on the ice. Save with 1:37. Face off. Here comes new skaters for the Hawks. Rocco, Eli, and Aaron. Same players on defense. Rocco takes the face off and he pops around corner to corner now on the half boards. Puck is chipped in the neutral zone. Here comes Max. He gets checked. Max takes it down to the corner. He's helped out by Rocco. Rocco, he pushes the puck behind the net on Max's stick. Springs has it now behind the net. They put it into the corner. Kept in the left point by Sawyer. Max chips one across as a centering pass just off the stick of Aaron Shanahan. Tigers have it. Coming up from their boards. Cross ice pass. Nice crisp tape-to-tape look. Lost control. And Tigers will be called offside here with 44 seconds to play in this second period. 5-1 Tigers. Benny, Cash, and Cameron out here on the offensive side of things. Face-off goes to the Tigers. They take it down their offensive end, but picked up by the Hawks. Now back to the Tigers. They're trying to work it down into the slot. Crossing pass, nobody there for the Tigers. Hawks clearing the offensive end. Then he forwards it over to Cash. Cash centers it onto a Tiger stick. Puck is pursued here on the near boards. Here go the Tigers. Picked up by the Hawks. Under 10 seconds to play here in the second. Shot on net just as the time expires. Shot on goal. But at the end of the two, it is Tigers 5, Hawks 1. This in from Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa. Hawkeyes lead it 7-0 over the Gophers. This is the battle for the trophy of Floyd of Rosedale. Look it up. Almost an interesting story. We're switching ends now. Mason Gerard will be centering with Lucas Stewart and Gable. Colton pucks down over to Gable. It gets popped back to Max. Puck gets cycled around and now into the Springs offensive end. They have it now behind the goal line. Back to the corner. Puck is centered. Picked up by Mason. Let's get up ice. Give him some space. Gable, get down there. Mason, he takes it all the way. He's got a shot. It's popped right over the crossbar. Puck back and forth in the neutral zone. Now Springs trying to pick it up in their offensive end. Shot and saved by JD from the left wing. Shot out to Cindy. Making this stream a lot easier. We can do remote scoring off her phone, so I don't have to mess with that, which keeps the proceedings more smooth. So she's operating clock and scoreboard. I'm just pointing the camera and running my mouth as I do. Rocco pops it back to Charlie. Charlie pushes it forward. Springs picks it off in the half boards. Now they're looking to center. Shot goes wide across the face of the net. Springs keeps it in. They push it back. Sawyer picks it up. Sawyer there and neutralized. Back over to Rocco. Hawks trying to stay onside. They do.
Get up there!
Check off the puck. We're going to have a penalty.
Come on!
He called, I believe, elbowing. Okay, well, that'll be a second power play for the Hawks, by the way. Yeah, I'm not going to stop doing this. So Hawks go on the power play. 10-0 Hawkeyes in first period. Hawks go on the power play. Looks like he got an elbowing call. Did shake up. I think that was Charlie that got knocked down on that. First power play team out there with Benny taking the honors. He pops the puck down behind the goal line. Springs has it on the far half boards. Now they outlet to the neutral zone. Nolan's back on defense. Pushes it skater wide. Shot. Off the mark. Puck bounces on the half boards. Now the Hawks have it. There's Cam. He's coming up the middle. Now the near wing. Puck slides around to the far corner. Tigers clear. Hawks wait. Oh, we didn't see Rocco coming up. So the Hawks were caught offside here. 1:19 to go in the power play. 11:47 in the game. 5-1 Tigers. Face off from Benny comes back to Max. He's bringing it up the left side. Shot wide of the net, off the goal glove. Puck rolls to the near corner. Rocco, he's battling on the boards for it. Rocco keeps it in. Yes. Springs looking to bring it out. They make neutral ice. Empty look. Shot saved by off the glove and wide, but forces the puck wide. It's a 1-on-0 shot there. Here's the puck. We're trying to find the handle of it. Cam tries to shoot one down, goes to the right side. Centering pass. Rocco shoots. It's off the goalie. And the Springs looks to clear. This will be icing if it makes it. If it makes it, it does. 16 to go in the power play. 10:45 in the game. Hawks are playing hard. It's just Tigers have really executed well down around the net, off the slot. Good crisp passing, good shots. We got Mason. Puck comes up for the Springs. Springs, they make their offensive end. Pressure by Mason slows things down, but crossing just... Tiger skater took it across the low slot right in front of the crease, and he popped one off the far post low, and that was a goal for the Tigers, 6-1. Avalanche still down 2-1. A few minutes into the second period out in Boston. There's Rocco. We're skating 5-on-5 now. Penalty power play is over. Charlie has it behind the net. He tries to chip it over the corner. Now to the near corner. Now behind the net on a spring stick. Tigers taking the far corner now. Hits the brakes. Looks to center. Good job by Rocco, keeping that from happening. Now Charlie's trying to clear it. Springs keeping control of the net. The puck in front of the net. Puck's on the near boards, on the half boards. Puck is now loose in the neutral zone. Aaron holds things up. Back on Nolan's stick. He's trying to keep control, swarmed by a couple of Tigers. Just doing some hard work here off the boards. Crossing pass for the Tigers. Picked over by Charlie. He's got it on the far circle. Tries to get it through the neutral zone. Picked off by the Tigers. Campbell has it. Tigers chip it down behind the goal line. Centering pass to the defenseman. Goal for the Tigers, make it 7-1. So defensively, Tigers had it down behind the goal line. Left defenseman comes in. Good pass to him and shot fluttering and over the shoulder of JD, making it 7-1. Here with 9:12 to go in this third and will be final period. Face off the boards, picked up by Cash. He tries to center. Now off the half boards. Sawyer brings it behind the net. He takes it coast to coast. It's not really coast to coast. How about side to side? Springs has it. Looks to center. Centering pass, though, picked off by JD. 8:51 third period. Face-off will be on the far dot on the stick side of LaPierre. Benny Cam and Cash. Springs pick up the face-off now on the left point. Springs tried to center, now picked up by Benny. Springs picks it up in their defensive zone. Pass was blocked by Rocco. Rocco checks a man on the boards. Battle of stick and puck here in the neutral zone. Chip down into our offensive end. Springs picking it up. Springs looking to clear. Centering pass at neutral zone. Here's Sawyer. He's hustling over. Checks the man off the puck and dumps it into the neutral zone. Hawks looking to go the other way. Going to get another penalty on the Tigers. 7-1 Tigers, 7:52. The penalty call is roughing. One could argue against that, but I will not. Hawks back on the power play now for 2 minutes, hopefully less if we score. Puck dumped down deep into the Tigers' offensive end, now in the neutral zone, picked up by Eli. Eli takes a shot. It's deflected high and away. Puck gets chipped into the neutral zone. Max has pressure. Hawks cycle it back to Nolan. Nolan forwards it. Springs pick it up. Puck now behind the net. Hawks looking for it. Rocco finds it. Trying to clear it out. Nolan skating up. Neutral ice. Crossing to Mason. 2 defenders back. Now he's got a partner. Nolan just broke his stick. I'm sorry, Mason just broke his stick. The blade just went flying off. We're going to stoppage of play to clear off some broken equipment. Trip to the hockey store in line for the Girard family. 1 minute even to go in the power play. And now Mason goes into the penalty box. I don't know if they felt he didn't drop his broken stick in time. So now it'll be 2 minutes, 1 minute, 4 on 4. Then we'll see about the rest. But on that shot, the blade of the stick went well down in the far corner. Puck is down. Springs comes up with it. Now Littleton. Littleton clears. Springs cycling around in the neutral zone. Springs coming up the middle. Shot blocked by JD. Outlet pass to Cash. He's in the neutral zone. Passes it back to Benny. Benny's shot just off the mark. Long shot for Benny. Offside will be the call against the Tigers here. 19 to go, 4 on 4. Got Rocco out. He's going to center with Cam, Nolan, and Sawyer. Puck is down. Hawks win the face-off. Rocco has it. Trying to outlet it through the neutral zone, picked up by Cam Alexander. Cam tries a shot off. Rebound. Cam got a shot off. Then we had Sawyer coming up on the right wing hard. Another save by the Springs goalie. Hawks keep it in. Sawyer, he shoots. It's deflected by a defenseman. Now we're on a penalty kill for 50 seconds. 5-0. Hawks center off Rocco's stick. Rocco sends one down towards the net, picked off by Springs. Now they're coming up. Campbell chases down a loose puck. Campbell brings it through the neutral zone. Shot on net for Cam. A high left or right wing shot off the goalie. Puck's behind the goal line. Springs cleared in the neutral zone. Now they have a break. 1-0. Dangled across the crease and score. So that would be a power play goal for the Springs. 3 seconds left in the power play when that one crossed the line. 8-1, 4:55 to play. Third period. Mason, Gable, and Lucas will be out, along with Charlie and Max. Puck comes back for the Hawks. Lucas sends it down deep. Icing will be the call. We'll take it back down the other way. Hawks are skating hard as the Springs have a really nice offensive system working today. Same skaters for the Hawks. Hawks get the face-off. Puck now bounces behind the net. Hawks trying to clear. Puck still down the offensive end for the Tigers. They center. Charlie blocks that. Hawks in the neutral zone with Lucas. Tigers pick it off. Mason, he sends one to the net. It goes off the goalie. It's sitting behind him. Now sitting in front of him. The puck was just laying there. And now finally a whistle. Good shot by Mason. Went off the goalie's glove, and he was trying to search for it a bit. And it was laying behind him, and one of his defensemen poked it out. Close but no cigar there with 4:12 to play in the third. Benny Cash Cam. Charlie Max. Littleton gets that face off. Cam working hard to keep it in the zone. Shot by Benny gets deflected. Cam has it coming off the half boards. Poke check by the Springs. We're still keeping it in the zone. And it gets pushed down back to the half boards. Bouncing puck. Charlie crosses it over to Benny. And he's got a strap loose. Shot off the mark. Puck behind the goal. Springs trying to clear. Kept in by Charlie. Now the Springs have it. Tigers coming up. Cross pass. Shot. Shot. Initial save went down. The puck was spinning and Benny stopped the spin and JD covered it at 3:15 to go in this one. Rocco, Eli, and Aaron. Aiden Brown picks up the puck off the face-off. Picked off by the Tigers. Puck behind the goal line, now the corner. Nice job by Eli, checking a man to the ice, trying to get control of the puck. Hawks have it. Far boards. Crossing pass to Aaron. He's got two defenders in front. He feeds it back to Aiden. We couldn't handle it. Rocco picks it up, skates it across the defensive zone. Now to the neutral zone. He's coming up the middle. Two Tigers back. Get to the net. At that point, why not sprint to the net? Cause a distraction. He'll just sit back there and watch Rocco skate. Rocco has it again. Playing hard today, number 12. He's got our only goal. How will play goal with that? Puck bounces off the boards into the neutral zone. Will be offside on the Tigers there. As we play a little hop and pop over the blue line, and Tigers caught offside. 2:03 to go in this one. Two games next week at the Edge, both of them. Saturday and Sunday. Check your local listings. Afternoon affairs each. Gable trying to find the puck. Now it pounces over to Mason. Mason, he's going to have an open shot. He takes one. Bad save. Gable falls. More than sufficient goaltending for the Tigers today. My gosh, that kid's doing good. Good job. Mason came down, fired a shot, went off the pads. Gable followed off the wing with another shot covered by the goalie. Puck looking to be controlled by somebody. Now the Tigers have it. And we are buffering. Now we are. Okay. Up close action here on the glass. Must be in the front row. Hi, Bob Euchre. Puck now behind the goal. Tigers looking to try to do something with it. Hawks trying to clear. Charlie trying to chip that thing out between two Tigers. Now it's on the left point for the Tigers. Shot down towards the net. They're looking to rebound. Official blew the whistle, thinking I think JD had the puck underneath him or in his glove. Puck did bounce loose, and puck did get popped into the net. But the official made a gesture like what he saw was an initial save, and he blew the whistle. Benny on the ice, Benny on the center. Oh, the drama on the faceoff. There we go. Under a minute to play here at World Arena. Tuck behind the net. Back and forth to the Springs. They try to get something going here. Charlie picks it off. Puck loose on the high slot. Now on the low wing. Rolling puck covered by JD. Just over 30 seconds to play in this one, folks. Littleton by Marshall Mathers. Puck's down. Benny swats it back to the corner, picked up by Max. Now there's Cam. He's looking to outlet it. Goes wide across the ice. Springs defenseman get down there, but there's Cash Collier. He's trying to get one in. Now off. Shot from the far half boards goes off the mark. It was tipped over there. And here it comes. Save on the buzzer. Hawks gave it good effort, but Springs, speed, size, and good positioning. They'll take this one today for the Tigers, 8-1 here at the World Arena. Thank you.
Let's go, Henry!
Here come the Hawks off the ice. One last update from Kinnick Stadium. Iowa Hawkeyes 24, Minnesota Gophers have absolutely nothing, just starting the second period of play. All right, enough of that nonsense. Well, we'll see you next week. Next Saturday, the Hawks will play at the Edge. Thanks for your time this time. Till next time.